Chicago Bears versus the Dallas Cowboys. Here we go. All right, give it. Going to exhibition. Play now. Oh, we got the Chicago Bears already there. Let's go look for the Cowboys. Here we go. Boom. So here we go. It's the Dallas Cowboys versus Chicago Bears. Starting now. All right, here we go. Let's get it. It's Rvdbro's favorite team, Chicago Bears, versus Timthetatman's favorite team, Dallas Cowboys.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one.
You know who I'll be rooting for?
Between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel, ready for footballer day and ready for footballer we. As
Come on, Bears!
Set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie,
All right.
Trubisky.
And one of the few knocks on him coming out of North Carolina was just actual game experience, just 13 starts in college. But he works so hard at making up for that lost time. He loves the game, crazy about the film room, and guys just naturally gravitate towards him. I think he's got a chance to be an excellent leader and player.
Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And his first pass is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
You got this, bro.
Let's
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete.
Seriously, dude? What kind of a throw was that, man? You're going to cause us to lose.
And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep is
Man,
Tavon
what?
Austin.
Dang. Seriously? I would have faked it.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
I love his mobility, and I think he continues to get better and better as a pocket passer. But how about just his plain intangibles that he brings to the position? Mental toughness, as well as a physical presence that helps power any offense.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Come on, Bears. Seal that ball. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And right away, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to have to shake.
Bears got the ball back.
First time he touches the football, and he
Against the
drops it on the
Cowboys.
ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
The Bears offense now gets set.
I'll be right back.
Onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Come on, Bears.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame
You got this.
on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I'll be right back, y'all.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
I'm back, y'all.
Now Trubisky to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will
come on, Bears!
About the 7.
Dude!
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal.
Throw it.
Trubisky.
Get a touch on Trubisky. Yeah, we'll just run it. Yeah. Woo. Woo.
Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 7 yards away.
Good job, Mitchell.
And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Here we go, Bears. Here we go. Woo, woo. Here we go, Bears. Here we go. Woo, woo. Good job, Trubisky.
Cody Parkey is on now.
Heck yeah.
After. Parkey with the extra point.
Yeah.
It's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
Come on there, Bears. Stop the Cowboys.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. Hand it to him again. See if they can start to produce.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start on the ground with Elliott.
Stop him.
And
yeah.
Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss.
Good job.
3 yards there, and it also brings
Al Floyd. Yeah.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't.
Oh, why didn't you grab that, bro?
Incomplete. You can tell
Dang.
open for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Come on, Trubisky.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10.
All righty.
34.
Be right back, y'all. Come on, Bears. Get that ball from the Cowboys. Don't let them get a touchdown. Yeah. Be right back.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll give to Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
2nd-round pick in 2015, Eddie Goldman holds down the middle of this defensive line with some toughness, some leverage, and some personality. Understands he's going to be double and sometimes triple teamed on every snap. Does it with a smile. Takes on those blockers and opens up space for his other pass rushers.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Soldier Field after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you and you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Set up. 180.
They run with Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
What did I miss? Yeah, Chicago Bears are still winning, 7-0. If they can keep this up in a couple of weeks, they may have a chance to beat the Cowboys.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Set up. 180.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs.
Deep ball. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Go Bears! Woo!
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Get it! Get it! Oh, no!
It does not. It's no good. And this
dang! Should have made that, bro.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Dang.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
I'll blame him. Challenge it. I think he was out of bounds. All the way through.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means
What?
he lost a timeout in that challenge.
That was messed up, bro. Screwed up. They should have got that.
But it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
Cowboys shouldn't be way up there like that, man. Bull crap.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown.
No!
Cowboys. Michael Gallup from 7.
Why the heck y'all let him get in the touchdown?
Are an extra point away from
The hell's wrong with y'all, dudes?
But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover
Damn.
occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field. And
Bull crap.
Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one.
God.
CC violation.
No doubt.
Damn.
After, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Think of something, Chicago. Come on now.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard.
Come on, keep running. Don't. Ah.
But he stopped where he ultimately would.
Good run, though.
Simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Trubisky brings the Bears out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trubisky.
Get it, Trubisky. Run. Ah.
Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
2-minute warning.
2-minute drill.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Come on. Because you'll have to kick back to them. Come on, get a touchdown.
He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. Almost picked off. I guess the good news for them.
Don't let that happen, bro.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. As he's
Come on.
Punt for Chicago. He's been
seriously
a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
I don't have the new NFL game, Madden NFL, so I got Madden NFL 2019.
First down, Prescott. It's a short.
Yeah, good job.
Tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A second down throw for Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offense
Come on,
takes the
Bears.
timeout, and they are back
Don't
out
get
and
crapped
rolling.
on.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep
good job, number 26, Bush.
I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Come on, Chicago Bears.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Come on. Run that damn ball to the touchdown.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Final play of the half, Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown.
Get that ball back from the Cowboys. Let's go. Scoot it.
We take it in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Get the damn ball from the Cowboys. Come on.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
All right, let's go. Steal the ball from the Cowboys. Don't let him get to the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Looking
good
for
job.
Not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Oh, wait.
Stop the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game.
2nd and 8.
Keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
I look on the other side of the screen. Good job.
Familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Good job, Hicks.
Third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk.
What?
There is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside, defense.
Bullshit.
And yes, they want the point, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't
Bullshit.
think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they
I think a penalty should have went to the
Put the ball
Cowboys.
in the end zone on a takeaway. Take the points and keep moving.
Point after try forthcoming. Extra point splits the
Of course.
and that makes the score
'Cause they're cheating.
14-7. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some
Come
momentum.
on, Bears.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On 2nd down, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bears on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Trubisky now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky.
Oh!
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On first down, they run with Howard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
Be right back.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first, they go right back to Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Yeah, once more, a strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They go with Howard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
All right, I'm back, y'all. Come on, Bears!
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. A give to Howard. Oh, he shifts past him and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard from 4 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1.
Don't let him get that ball.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They go to Elliott again. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Back.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Come on, Bears!
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play.
I think I'll do something else here in a minute, too. It's going to be Chicago Bears versus the 49ers.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jordan Howard and the Bears offense making their way back out there. And as we peer at the numbers, he got off to a struggling start, but since then really found his rhythm.
And I think that comes together with not just the halftime adjustments.
Dr. Disrespect's favorite team.
If you just keep doing the things you've been working on, eventually there will be creases. You know, find those gaps in the defense, keep working on them, and maybe what didn't happen very well for you in the beginning of the game, it starts to open up as the game moves on.
Now it's Trubisky. It's complete to
Go.
Robinson.
Oh.
And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A gain of 6 there on first. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Throwing now is Trubisky. Flush to his right.
Run.
Over at the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Trubisky to throw.
Come on, Trubisky.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, Bears. You got this.
Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Come on, Bears. Don't let the Cowboys beat you.
This is Howard on 2nd down.
Go, go! Yeah! Woo!
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I was the Bears. I'll just field goal it.
Gather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
If I was them, I'll field goal it.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he can't
what? No!
He's taken down.
Nah!
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Come on, dudes. Do something, bro.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Come on, bros. You got this.
Running with Howard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now
field goal to damn ball.
This 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Again, it's Howard. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now here's a timeout.
Field goal. We need a field goal.
5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout.
Do it, baby. Do it.
Now we're set to get going.
or it's going to be overtime.
So here's the former Pro Bowler, Cody Parkey, in field goal formation. He missed his only attempt earlier. This time he's going for the win.
Get the win, baby!
And his kick is
yeah!
It's good.
Yeah!
And it's celebrations
we won!
on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
After this, we're going to have my team taking on Dr. Disrespect's team, the 49ers.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. On the return, it's Jordan Lewis.
It's over! Woo!
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game.
That's what I'm talking about, baby!
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.
Man! Give it to the Bears, baby! They came on top. Just like in 2 weeks, in the real game, they're going to beat them, but I think they're going to get more points than 17 to 14. Yeah! Alright. Now let's see how they're going to be against the 49ers at the 49ers hometown. Let's get it. Now we're going to do this. We're going to get the 49ers.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the.
There we go.
Like he trying to move it.
Woo!
It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning. I had me up by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sister by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on these.
There we go.
I had a in my shoulder. You got a bitch.
I ain't playing it. Alright now.
Pacific ice, I'm an ocean. Ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies, you never luggage. My diamonds, they tussling. My neck and my belly.
We're going to make it 15 minutes. So it's going to be a little longer than the Cowboys game. Scoot it! Head to the Bears, baby. Now, as Chicago Bears, My team taking on Dr. Disrespect's team, the San Francisco 49ers. You.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Come on, Bears. Let's get the victor.
Into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
Well, I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky when he's coming out of North Carolina. Those that had questions about him, they often centered in on the fact that he was only a one-year starter and wondered why he couldn't beat out the guy ahead of him beforehand. I just locked in on the athletic ability, the accuracy, and then once he got the football, how the team responded to him. I think his upside is big.
I'll be back, right back, y'all.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
Oh! Don't let the ball get fumbled, bro.
Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down. They go play action here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Bears' 6th-round pick in 2014, Pat O'Donnell on to punt. Back deep, Trent Taylor. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Athletic, accurate, strong arm, knows how to make something out of nothing, and is also an excellent leader.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
I'm back, y'all.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo on 1st down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner 1st down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 2 first downs.
Come on, Bears.
41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. Throwing now is Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run with Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Oh, boy. Come on, Bears.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
I don't know about that.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless.
I called it. I called it.
This winds up in empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And the 49ers on the defensive side of the football.
However you measure DeForest Buckner, 6'7", 6'8", it really doesn't matter. He looks like a basketball power forward. And the one thing that he always focuses on and concentrates on is leverage. How does he drop his pad level so he can get down there and compete with the blockers of the NFL?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd year.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky.
What? Come on, Trubisky. Serious, dude.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cassius Marsh in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove
Bears,
down
come
field,
on, bros.
You know you're never supposed to
do not let the 49ers get a touchdown.
Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Yeah!
Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And that's a
good job, Amos Jr.
You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good job, number 38.
Offense coming back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate down with the wall and just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Howard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Come on, Bears!
On third down, Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Come on, let's get a field goal.
That's running out of steam, and it
No!
He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither
Not
guy
funny, dude.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now.
Dang.
With his offense back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Able to find Garcon. Garcon with his first grab, good enough for a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they worked on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
I can't believe this is actually happening. Gunner! Lost now was catastrophic. Here we go. 120!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 20.
Come on, Bears! Skip!
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards the gain for number 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So 2 missed field goals for him now. That's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. We're back to Santa Clara after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. This is Breida. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They pitch out to Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 9 there, and that's really going to set him back for second down.
Well, anytime it's a toss or a pitch play, it's a battle for the edges. Who's going to control the edge of the line of scrimmage? In other words, can the defensive guys hold their leverage? What we were always taught was keep your outside arm or outside shoulder free if you were playing on the play side, meaning the ball coming towards you. And anyone coming from the backside, they're pinching down and sliding down towards it to try and keep people kind of locked into one spot. And boy, what a great defensive play there. Worn out leverage, running to the football from the inside out, turned into a big loss of yardage.
Caught out left side by Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down.
Who's winning? I'm back. Nobody's winning.
Their first trip to the red zone for the Bears.
Oh, come on.
1st and 10 right at the 20. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Trubisky to throw.
Come on, Trubisky.
Here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard.
Good job.
Third down.
Catching the ball, though. Gabriel.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again.
Bears, come on.
Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So after 2 unsuccessful attempts, this time he's able to find the range, and he gets his guys the lead.
And we wondered whether those 2 misses would come back to haunt him. They still might, but at least he's able to get some sort of redemption and get his guys back in front.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
Really?
Be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Come on now, bro. Oh, yeah, they got 3 points. Yeah.
You're giving yourself a chance. You're in range.
Kept my eye off the ball for a second.
But it's not something
And they got 3 points without me knowing.
Just keep playing and keep going.
Oh, my gosh.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here in a little while, I might do something on the WWE 2K22. I don't know.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I might.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action. Garoppolo. And they will not get the connection there.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
This defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Fly him to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack.
Yeah, that's what I say. Ooh, ah.
And it'll be 4th down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Bro, you could have ran that.
It's a 58-yard punt.
Bruh.
And the Bears take over.
Cohen.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They go play action here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
No, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago.
Ready?
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll run it here. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One-hand tackle. Pretty cool. Are they going to attempt it? Oh, no. They're going to kick it.
For San Francisco.
Come on, Bears.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky, draw play, gives to Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Bears on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be
Come on, Bears!
6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down. The former Jag, Allen Robinson, on the catch from Trubisky.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners. Guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Yep.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Danny Trevathan.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far.
Gets that dub.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they're doing something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And it's second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bears on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far.
When it goes on the third quarter, I'm going to take me a little break for a second. And y'all go ahead and watch this.
He's taken down at the 25. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Malcolm Smith in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Second quarter. 2-minute warning.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier.
No touchdowns, but the Bears still winning.
Some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
San Francisco 49ers took a timeout,
Defense back out onto the field. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. fielded just inside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense
Good
has been
job,
very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on
Keep
second and 10.
the 49ers back. Don't let them get a touchdown.
Again here on second and 10. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line.
No!
Get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
What the heck?
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now
Come on, Bears. Don't lose to the 49ers.
Action. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 6.
So far, the Bears have defeated the Cowboys. Now we're going to see if they can beat the 49ers.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4.
Don't let him get there.
Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing
Heck
to the
yeah.
5. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a fairly straightforward.
It'll probably be a tie
22-yard short attempt.
if they don't miss.
And Gould is able to put it through, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there.
Well,
to get
it's
back
tied.
to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
Chicago Bears 3, San Francisco 49ers 3.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Come on, dude.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They run with Howard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. On second down,
Good touchdown, dude.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton.
Flag on the Cowboy. On the
a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face
Automatic
mask.
first down.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get that field goal, baby.
So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. So 3 seconds here remain in the half.
Heck
on
yeah.
the field goal unit to see about getting
Might not be a
points.
touchdown, but it'll be a
This
field
one from
goal.
35 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. So if you like field goals,
6.
this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break.
To
As we
3.
send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised, just a field goal separating these two teams, as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
All right, I'm going to take me a little break. Y'all go ahead and enjoy.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10, right at the 30. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Shifts by him. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, now Garoppolo looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now they try the right side here. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the give, running right is Howard. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, Steel Curtain, they would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the Steel Curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Parkey with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
Chicago Bears are winning 20-3. Dang, what did I miss?
Here's Parkey now set to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a play fake. Garoppolo under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. Complete to the right. This is Garcon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a fourth down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On the handoff, this is Howard. A nice little juke. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Chicago Bears got this in the bag already.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
All right.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Over the middle to Garcon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be out up around the
I might do one more game. It's going to be the Bears versus the Titans. If anybody's interested. We're going to put it on 10 minutes this time, not 15.
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah.
I think we've seen this before.
Come on, T-Mac.
3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he can't come up with a pick.
You got to punt it.
Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. On first down, Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards.
Heck yeah.
You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Trubisky now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And a quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. On second down, here's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted.
No!
Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick six. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Or maybe I might wait later on to do Titans versus Bears.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They go with Howard again. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. And that's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is
my PS4 about to shut off on me.
Goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And they'll run it here. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a
Yeah, this will be the last one.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Figure I might have gave you some predictions. It just shows that the Bears can beat the Cowboys.
Garoppolo to throw on
And the Bears can beat the 49ers.
Kittle over the middle of the field. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one
Got a little ways to go right here.
So good with a field goal, don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action. Garoppolo. Caught left side. Garcon.
No!
A big play. Garoppolo to Garcon. 73 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing.
What's going on here?
Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Black 80! Black 80!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. A good run
Bears
there
do
on
not
first
win.
down, and
Do
it'll
not
lead
let
them
them
to a
get
2nd
in the
and 2.
touchdown zone.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They run again with Breida. And across the
No!
in the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Shit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you
And needs to lose it. Get back up higher. Where the 49ers can't catch up.
You might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Well, now it's on 9:57. So it's getting almost close to being over.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in
I'm about hop on.
this is by Thema Bagley used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want
if
to
anybody's
go
interested.
And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll get this up to about the 40. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. It's going to be caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
What?
Late game.
Why, dude?
Touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it. And this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 30.
My word.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time,
so now we're going to have problems.
That's to leave too much time on the clock.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Come on. Come on.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free. And
how?
3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Trubisky.
Why did you do that, Trubisky?
He's sacked. Cassius Marsh. In there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
What if he's kin to Stan Marsh and Randy Marsh?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This from 44 yards out, left hash.
Get it.
And Parkey's kick is good.
Yeah.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Garoppolo on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Game's about over.
Here's Garoppolo.
If anybody's just sitting there and not clicked this video, but is watching it right now, click the video, hit that subscribe button if you want.
And it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Take away, do that. There we go.
His throw incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
So yeah, here in a second, I'm gonna get in the Overwatch. I just wanted to do this.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Just for simulations to see what will happen.
Trailing
Serves you right, dude.
Game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1.
2-minute warning.
On both sides. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Okay.
On 3rd down, this is
you okay, DC Poo?
And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Okay. You okay? Come here.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Trubisky wants to throw it. The screen pass here to Cohen. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They go counter with Howard, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Let's just give credit where it belongs. The defensive front has out-leveraged the offensive guys trying to block them. We often say low man wins in tough situations. That's exactly what's happened here. 3 straight runs, and they haven't been able to get into the end zone.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker.
Field goal
here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
To throw is Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Garoppolo able to haul it in as Kittle. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Now Garoppolo. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
Well, y'all done lost anyways, 49ers.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
And that's a pretty play right there, and what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball is not panicking, because the longer you run with a receiver, you're trying to figure out, am I close to him? Can I make a play on the football? Will I be there when the ball actually arrives, what we call the moment of truth? And in this case, the defender did not panic, stayed right with it, and batted it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They're going for it.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's over.
Bush with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys...
Good job, Bears.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it.
That proves the Bears can be victorious against the Cowboys and the 49ers.
Do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room, and then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
(26-17). All right, everybody. You tune in, watch this. I'll do some random video games, but I might need to play Warzone, Fortnite, Overwatch, Fall Guys, do Horror Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Tune in if you want. All right, peace. I'm heading over to Overwatch right now.